4 days floating down the Murrumbidgee River, filming for social fishing on the hunt for Murray cod and capturing the whole story throughout. This is how we did it in a video, a breakdown, so let's get right into it.
What a moment. What a moment. And that is the biggest trout cod I've ever seen. Woohoo! What a fish. That could be fish the trip. That is a special fish. Thanks, mate. You're right to go. I've let go of you. If you're fishing one of those rivers...
Oh, that was a big bite. That was a big bite. Again, keeping it up this river. Get up. That's a good fish, mate. Oh, yep. Fish, big fish, big fish. That was a huge eat. That was a huge eat. That is a massive trout cod. Oh, yep. Oh, good bite. Oh, that was massive. Oh, yep. Oh.
That's the fish.
First up, it's on a Tacker Cat, an inflatable boat. So we had to pack light, making sure we had everything, enough batteries, camping gear, camera gear to be able to last the 4 days. This was all come into pre-planning, making sure we had everything, especially when working out camera gear. We had to work out exactly what we needed with Reese to capture the main story. He wanted reels. We needed a lot more than just the main film. So really doing the pre-planning beforehand to make sure we capture everything and making the most of the 4 days on the river. Pre-planning was important on this job because we had lots of content capture from the main film to short reels as well. There was a lot that we had to plan in the pre-production with Reese to make sure that we used our time valuable and got the most out of the 4 days in our trip. So from what the story is going to be on the film to exactly what reels we need and how many and what days we're going to be doing this. So we broke down each day that an hour or so, probably more, that I would be on the boat with Reese because we had two boats, one a camera boat and one being the main film boat with Reese and Matt. So what we'd do is fish until the daylight, probably about midday, and then I'll jump on Reese's boat and film about, I don't know how many, a lot of reels. We probably got about 40 reels or so out of it. So over the next 12 months, he'll be able to post this, even probably longer sometimes. So that was important to work out exactly what we needed to do and the end goal that we needed to capture. Packing our gear was important as well. I use the Sony a7 IV as our main camera with the DJI mics as well as the portable mics. It would attach to Matt and Reese and be lav mic'd in. And then we also had a panel light. I've just got a little one here, well, pretty big one, but that just sat on top of the camera and it honestly was amazing. Filming a low light hours of the day, morning and night. This thing was a game changer around camp, on the water. When a fish was caught on surface, I could actually just flick that on and start recording. So big game changer that was. In terms of other gear, we had our tents. We needed sleeping bags, warm ones as well, clothes. Look, honestly, having a small boat, you need to pack light, and that's one thing that I feel like we did really well. I had a box with all my camera gear that could sit on there, and I was using that pretty much as a seat or a footrest pretty much most of the day, so having that was pretty good. I had the Makita batteries, which are right here. Makita, I had about 3 or 4 of these, and then had this little dock on top that you can just plug anything on and charge. We probably could have had a battery box that we could have charged from, but not knowing how much space we've got, we need to pack real light. So they did come in handy and worked really well. One piece of gear that I want to change is headsets, and probably a big learning curve that I was not ready for is these cheap JBL headsets. They were about $20 on special from about 40, I think so. And yeah, we got these, and it pretty much made all of the audio a lot quieter than it actually was. When I had these plugged in, it sounded completely fine, and when it wasn't until I listened back to the clips that they were a lot quieter than normal. And it would have been easy, quite easy, very easy to fix on the go, is just turn up these mics. But because of these headsets not being probably up to standard, definitely a learning curve for me. Spending the money on a good set of headsets is probably the definite upgrade that we need, and these are going in the bin. So yeah, they're no good. We set ourselves some goals on the trip, was to try and get some different shots than normal, which was pretty awesome here. We had Jake on the drone. We had me on the main camera with Reese with his big trout cod, and on the release we thought that Jake had the great idea of getting the drone above, because the water was so clear that he noticed that he would be able to see the fish and swim off. The awesome thing was that when we did release the fish, it sort of hovered in the middle of the river. It didn't just swim away and go straight into the banks or under a log. It was in the middle of the river, swimming away nicely. And these drone shots were just amazing. Most of the time, it was really being ready with the camera and having the GoPros, Osmos around the neck or on the chest or the back of the boat to capture everything, just in case I was filming somewhere else or something else, and I didn't miss a shot, was quite important. But it was quite awesome to, well, one of the goals was for me to capture was a surface eats or a surface buff for a Murray cod on a surface lure. And you do actually hear me in the film say one of my goals on this trip would be to get a surface eat on camera. That's my next one to kick off, is the surface eat.
On camera. I did it down on the ovens. It was so easy there.
That was
Well, it was. I don't know if it is anymore.
that was ridiculous, that trip.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Did you get that?
I got that.
Is that in 50 frames?
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Reese's lure, I was getting some tight shots just for some B-roll. All of a sudden, bang, this fish, like probably almost a meter, smashes the lure. So that was pretty awesome. I wish that I was filming slightly out, because it does smash and go slightly out of frame there. But realistically, I was filming for a B-roll, and you don't know when the fish is coming. So I'm just happy I was filming and got the shot. Another cool thing with just the camera just rolling was Reese got the biggest fish of the trip, and he was doing an educational piece about how to fish a lure in the rivers and explaining how that works. And it was amazing going back and forth from my camera point of view to a POV on the chest mount of how to actually fish for Murray cod. And then all of a sudden, bang, the rod's buckling and he has a fish on. And to be able to capture that firsthand while we're doing an educational piece was amazing. And what a cracking fish that was.
Close to that 88 mark. He's hooked on the side of the gill plate there. I pulled the AC out. I'll give you that look in a minute. It's the one I had this morning. I've just changed the bib on it. What a weapon. That could be fish the trip. That is a special fish. Thanks, mate. You're right to go. I've let go of you.
Editing was a
Magical.
good process as well, but there was a lot of footage and a lot of cameras on this trip. So going through the two GoPros that Reese had and Osmo that, Osmos that I had, Jake had and Matt had, was a lot of footage, and let alone the amount of footage from my camera. Going through and putting together was a lengthy process, but we got it done. It was an hour and 34-minute film, so it was a long film. Being an educational platform, I think that we captured everything and explained everything so well, and telling a story at the same time. If you do want to go check out the full film, it's on YouTube. You can go watch it now on the social fishing page, so make sure to go check that out. But this was just a short video of explaining how we captured it, what we did, what we used, and just going in a bit of a project breakdown for OA Media and how we did this. So if you like this content, let me know. I'll hopefully make some more. And if you do want to check out our website and learn more what we do and what we capture, head to www.oamedia.com.au and get in touch. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the next one.